Gameoration.
What is going on, guys? It's Taylor.
And it's your boy, Dre.
Welcome to another edition of an episode of Gameoration. I always say edition. I mean, I say episode. Another episode of Gameration.
I like either way.
Either way is good for you.
What I really hate, and it's just going to sound really strange because I used to work radio. Because I used to be like a GM and assistant GM in radio. Basically, it means I was in control when the main guy didn't feel like being in control. Anyway, I would always tell people, do not start your fucking radio show off with hi or hey guys. Like, out of all the way to introduce yourself, to start off, please refrain from saying hi.
Is that a you thing or like a general
It's a me thing, but it's like I was all about standing out, be different. Like, you have this platform, just don't do hey guys or hi or hello. It's just like hello. Yeah, like those things that like say something different, like good morning Vietnam, like something like you just out like it's showtime, like something like that, like something that just sets you apart from hi. And they would always do like I would say 85% was hi, and just say that, just hi. It's like, why do you guys not do that? Like I don't even mind, like, you welcome to the podcast, like you have a flow to that, but like it just sounds way better than hi or hey guys or
good evening and welcome to Gameoration.
And good evening's fine too. It's like good evening and welcome to so that's why I was always like good morning. That's how I used to and like it's time, like that's how just the flow, and there's something different that like it's me, and it's not just for everything I say. I'm telling you, anytime I listen to a fucking podcast or commercial and you say hi or hey guy, it drives me up a wall nuts. Again, that's just me.
Yeah,
it's a me thing, but I always feel like
so when they did do that on the radio, there was no consequence though, right? Like there's
no consequence to it.
Yeah,
I just feel like you want to stand out, separate yourself from the pack.
Yeah.
You just like once you start doing that, you just like I have a client I work with, and she always they always start off their things with hey guys, hi guys, and then and when I edit it, I always cut that shit out every single time, because it's you're so used to doing it.
Yeah. And
like I will probably do it too, but when I hear it, I'm like, oh, it's just so generic term.
Do they know that's cut out though?
I mean, I sent it to them at the work. I don't know if they realize it's cut out. In fact, like we did a promo, and they say, "Hey guys, have you heard this? This and I had reorganized the entire thing, so it said the same general thing, but it wasn't remotely like the sentence they had structured together, and it sounds fine. It didn't taper off well because again, that phrase was not originally there, but it was better than what they had said, and like, okay, well, I the magic behind the door when you get to edit things, like here's a side note, and this is what this show should be called, side note, right? I listen to a lot of documentaries and like true crime, and you'll listen to it and you can tell that like so Mr. Black went to the store, but like that Mr. Black wasn't there. They took something else, but they purposely cut away so you didn't notice that they had put that there, and they cut back to it.
And it's like their inflection, like their tone of voice, their inflections, like the volume was, everything was a little different. Yeah, because when people talk, when we were talking about, I generally won't say like, so I was walking to the store with Priscilla, and then I will generally say like I was walking to the store, and then we did this and just this, and then like because I'm talking to you, you know what I'm talking about because we were just talking about the subject, but the audience won't know. Yeah. So what they end up doing is like, I was walking to the store in context
with Mr. Ian Black, and then we went to the store, and then Joseph, and then like and it just sounds, it's annoying because I can hear it.
Yeah.
And I know like they do that to help the audience, but it's just annoying because it stands out so much.
Yeah.
And it's almost impossible to make it sound like you can kind of like
it's a note from a studio head somewhere, a note from some executive that doesn't get it.
I don't even think it's a note. Like it's because when you do interviews, you don't want to push them to say certain things because then it sounds weird. You don't want to like put words in their mouth.
Okay.
But you also want to say, hey, like, it's like, hey, can you tell me you want them to sound like them, but you don't want to put words in their mouth and have them. You don't want to direct them too much. Okay. And I even think if you direct, this is what I learned recently. Have you watched Dumber and Dumber?
Yeah,
I assume you love that movie, right?
Dumber and Dumber, like the original or the sequel or
the original.
Okay.
I assume that's a movie you love. It just seems like you would like that movie. You're into those goofy movies like Ernest P. World and shit, right? All those childish, immature. No, just
yeah, that's my alley.
There's a scene where Jim Carrey walks out like a 7-Eleven or something. He's like, "Big gulp, huh?"
Yeah.
And he's like staring at two black guys, and they're just staring back at him. He's like, "Well, have a nice day."
Yeah.
So, what I recently learned was, if you're an extra, you can't say anything because you're an extra.
You have to get paid per word.
Yeah.
You're
so
speaking, yeah.
One, that's one bit. Two, you're not allowed to talk to the actor.
Mm-hmm.
And three, the director is not allowed to talk to extras. I didn't know that.
Is that like a DP?
Yeah. Or I don't know who talked to him specifically. I just know like a director cannot direct extras because once you do that, they're actors.
Yeah.
And then they get paid that money. So when Jim Carrey not knowing this, or like, didn't realize, so he walked out and he's talking to them, they know they're not supposed to talk back. So they're just staring at him. It's like, so at least there's an awkward moment they left in. It's like, well, have a nice day. But it's because, they're extras and they're not given direction and they're not supposed to talk. So when he says something to them, they're just going to stare at him blankly. So it's an interesting bit. So I imagine that there's probably something to that when you do film a documentary or whatever, you're not supposed to direct them or any of that bit because it's probably some union ASCAP or what's that other Writers Guild thing that they say. Anyway.
SAG and whatever.
Yeah, SAG and all that. There's probably like some legit rules like, oh, if you're going to do this is considered a documentary. But once you start telling them what to do, it's less of a documentary and more like a narrative that you're constructing. I don't know. All I have to say is, how you doing today?
All that being said was that.
Back to gaming. To gaming. Yeah.
So speaking of gaming, so as of today, our podcast, yesterday, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 came out.
Really?
So
I didn't know that.
So it's on Game Pass.
So here's a question before you get it. Black Ops, is that a Call of Duty game or is that like a own independent? Okay, yeah, the last Call of Duty I played was Call of Duty 4.
Yeah, I know.
Modern Warfare 2. Where does this game, let's take a step back. Does this game even fit in the narrative or the?
It's advanced. It's not Advanced Warfare because that's a whole different game. Advanced Warfare, but it's future tech type situation with the guns and everything. I haven't played the story yet, so so that's what I'm saying. But that was my main thing was that I had to jump through so many hoops to get to actually play. so during the open beta, or the beta that happened, it was cool. I was able to play. Okay, but on there it said, "Hey, your BIOS is not. Something happens for security reasons. Like your BIOS is not up to date, so you need to update your BIOS." I'm like, okay, and I haven't updated my BIOS in forever because it's not a. It's a build PC.
Your computer?
Game PC,
oh, yeah.
It's a build PC, so custom build PC, so it's not really actual, it's not like an HP or an Acer or something like that. So it has different components. So install it. Oh, cool. 150 gigs later,
For your BIOS? Holy shit!
No.
Okay.
That's the actual game. You
might as well just be downloading a new computer.
That was during the open beta. So the actual game comes out. I download the actual game. Launch it. It says again, I can't play the actual game because the BIOS is up to date. Like fuck. So I go through them. Okay, well let me see what kind of BIOS I have. I found my motherboard, and it says version. Go to system information on the PC, look it up. It says version X.X. I'm like, well, what the fuck version is that? So I go to
your version A.A. Like, oh fuck.
So I go to the website and it says, okay, well, find the drivers for your motherboard. Okay, cool. For BIOS, it's like, okay, well, find this, and this. Gives me options. I get all of them except the very last one. It says, which revision is this? I'm like, revision? And then it says there's literally 20 revisions options. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ. So I go through this all. Do you need to learn how to do this?
Before you keep going, right? Do you think, because they're talking about computers and the struggle, Is it still worth it to build computers, or should you just start buying?
No. I'm still mine. Like my computer is like 2 years old, and I'm feature proofed for like another couple of years. Like I'm good. But so I had to. So I looked up and it said, "This is how you find what version you have." You look at the motherboard itself. I'm like, okay, well it says it's all. You can be in the serial number somewhere, or in a sticker somewhere that says revision. I'm like, okay, well.
Do you have CPU ID?
I did, and I looked at that as well. And that said as well. That one said X.X as well. I'm like,
this
fuck.
is super nerd talk, by the way.
Yeah, so I said so I went to. I'm like, let me go to the actual BIOS itself and see if it has it there. So I went to the BIOS. I didn't do updates. I just went to the I started press F12 to get to the startup, kind of the tweaker, and it says system information. It said version F12. I'm like, F12? What the fuck's F12? And I'm like, okay, so okay, that's F12, but there's no what revision I'm on. So I go through it and I'm like, fuck, I didn't want to take, because I have a huge RTX graphics card in there, and I have an Elgato capture card in there. I'm like, it has to be somewhere, one of those, because the serial number that it has on there wasn't fucking working, right? So the serial number they get on the motherboard, it wasn't coming up, because you can enter the serial number on the website and find it that way, or enter the revision. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. So I go through all this stuff and I can't find it, and I'm like, God, I really don't want to take my graphics card. It's just a pain in the ass. And I'm like, I think it's under my Elgato capture card. So I go through again one more time, and I look up this serial number, and it pulls up a motherboard. That's my motherboard, but I'm like, fuck, so many revisions. I need to make sure it says revision 1.0. I'm like, okay, well it says that there, so let's do this. So I go under and I take out my Elgato, and again it says version 1.0. I'm like, cool, it's version 1.0. So I do it. I'm like, well, fuck, how do I update the BIOS on this PC? Because I've never done it before on this motherboard. It says, oh, you have to get a USB. You have to partition it into FAT32. Then you have to download the BIOS, put it on there, and then you have to put it in a certain slot in the back of your motherboard.
Can you imagine what this would have been like 20 years ago?
Jesus Christ. So, yeah, because I didn't even know, because my motherboard has a legit BIOS USB port on it. It says for BIOS, put it here. So I needed to put it in there, restart the computer, go to BIOS that way, then go through the flash it to update it, had to verify it, and then it had to install it. Cool. So I did that. So I do that. I'm all cool. I can play the game now. I start the game. It says error, secure boot not enabled. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, oh god damn it.
And people wonder why consoles are so great. Because the one thing about consoles, I'll even take us a step further. This is what made Stadia super fucking great.
Okay.
Because you turn the system on, Stadia being dead now, but you buy the game, and you don't have to worry about BIOS, you don't have to worry about update. It's gonna quote unquote work out the gate, and when that game gets updated, you don't have to update shit because you don't have technically on the game like hardware, but it's gonna update in the back end. And that's the one thing about cloud gaming that's like beyond anything else. Like you don't have to worry about the hardware, software, anything outside of just having the ability to just start the game.
Yeah,
I remember that being like when I did play Stadia because it was there. It was like a dream. Like I didn't have to, because you come here every couple of days or weeks or whatever we do, and you turn on the Xbox, and every fucking time you turn on it downloads 5 more gigs of some shit. I don't know how there's even space on that fucking hard drive. Because every time you turn it on, like, oh, we got to update up 5 more gigs. Like, what the fuck? I gotta keep updating every week.
I have here at the studio. I don't have my Series X. I have this Xbox One. So I think it's on its last leg. Maybe it's kind of old. So it keeps downloading the same package over and over again.
Oh, is that what it's doing?
I think it is. I think it's just re-downloading
the same thing. It's always like 5 fucking gigs. Like, what the hell? Why do they have to keep updating 5 fucking gigs every time we turn this shit on?
But to finish my story, I did go through the BIOS. I did secure boot, and I'm like, fuck. My biggest fear was because before I went to Windows 11, my computer said, "Oh, you need to go to Windows 11." I'm okay. Well, let me check the health.
That shit.
And then checked health. It said, "Oh, you need your secure boot, whatever's enabled." I'm like, okay. So I went through and did secure boot. It said it couldn't do it. And every time I did secure boot, it would boot right back keep booting into the starter menu. I'm like, fuck. So I had to resort back to the old ones.
finally I had to do some weird fucking thing where I had to transfer like from like GPT to MBR or whatever, vice versa. I had to do all that type of stuff and go through some commands. Did all that, got to work, and then...
Sounds like such a headache.
Yeah.
And I work on computer. That sounds like a fucking major headache.
As do I. This is my job at work, too. So I started playing the game, and I'm like, I don't even want to. Like, I was scrolling through shit. My thing was updated. I was scrolling through social media, and then I saw a post that says, hey, FYI, the campaign is co-op online only. There's no saving. And I think I'm like, oh, man. Like, if I have to play this straight through, I'm like, I don't have to, but I shouldn't. There shouldn't have to be, but like...
Yeah,
they're seeing so many things where it just you need to be online and you're like I think to me I haven't played it yet so I don't know, but to me it sounded like drop in drop out co-op play where you're playing the campaign like and people are available to join in at a whim and join your game.
That was a cool concept for Resident Evil 6. You could so there was this thing in Resident Evil 6 where there were like certain beats of the game. They'll be like, "Can you play Resident Evil 6?"
Yeah,
the one with
yes. You asked me this in a previous gameplay. If I
actually played Resident Evil 7, and you said I played them all.
Yeah,
but I was like, so anyway, Resident Evil 6. Like, there's
6.
That's when those two pairs, right? And they when you got to certain beats of the game, you cross over to other pair, like you met like the other teammates.
Yeah,
there was that thing where you like they would look for other people who were like in that similar area, and you could play with them.
Okay.
So you'd be playing 4 people. Like I'd be controlling I don't know. I can't remember the characters, but Ashley and Brian, or maybe controlling Chris and Eddie.
Okay, yeah.
Right. And then you could be fighting together, and that was kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is, you have to feel like it's like aligning stars, right?
Yeah.
Somebody else has to be in that same area, and they're like, "Oh, hey, we finally found two," because it would like wait until it found somebody who could do that.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side, you could be a zombie or some shit, and that was kind of fun too. But it's like at the same time, you have to wait. Like it's not the idea is great on paper, but you would have to either design a game like Destiny or like. You would have to get to certain beats to start a campaign.
Yeah.
But then it's like the stage doesn't change ever, or you have to like do it like that, where it's like you're playing a story and then like, oh, here's a co-op mode. Please hold while we find somebody to play with, and then, and if that's the case, well, in all cases, you have to like. That's the problem with online is like you have to be playing when everyone else is playing, aka when a game comes out and it's hot.
Well, it sucks too because like if you do like an hour, a year later, excuse me, with like Gamefly or whatever, like I finally got this game, I can play a campaign. It's like you can't find somebody to play with.
Yeah, it's like it's like if you dust
I'm sure they have a way around that. You don't have to, but online available is always gonna be online.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying though. But like, yeah, so I just played some multiplayer. And of course you start with the shitty disc and everything, and so I've not yet gone to the campaign and started yet, but I look forward to getting to that.
Call of Duty.
Yeah,
I've not been a fan. I got not a fan. Gaming takes so much energy, like those games. And I say, after you described all that, I've been fuck it. I'm taking this shit back. I don't care. That's how when I played Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
First, like we've had this conversation before. I fucking hate having to sign up for like. When I put a game in, I want to just heat start like 4 times and I'm in the game.
Yeah.
But now you have to like sign these agreements, register an account, verify that account,
2FA,
link your account, 2FA your fucking account.
Yeah.
There's all that shit. And then Final Fantasy 14, it kept asking me for a verification code.
Yeah.
I sat there trying to figure out what a verification code was for like an hour and a half. Eventually, and I hate doing this, I had to call support. Right? Yeah. That is like the most like someone who works with computers and shit, when I had to call support, it
hits your ego.
Yeah, I feel so defeated. Like, why couldn't I figure this out? And it's like, oh, yeah, you don't have a verification authenticator app? Yeah, you can just skip it. I was like, what the fuck do you mean I can just skip it? All I had to do was click next for like an hour and a half, right? I eventually start the fucking game. At this point, my spirit's like broken. I played it for like 20 minutes. I was like, oh, fuck you. I haven't played Final Fantasy 14 since. I got a refund. I was like, this game. I was not enjoying. Like, okay, I did play it for like maybe like an hour. It wasn't like 20 minutes. But again, in this is my next gripe. After I killed my like 8th spider and to bring it back to the guy so he can give me a hide so I can go kill 2 more monkeys. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm over this shit.
Yeah.
Not only did it take me so long to start this game, now like these
you're doing monotonous quests. Yeah.
Yeah, like I was expecting like they needed like
Final Fantasy VII did it right. When you started out the game, they were on a train. You had no clue why. They jumped off the train. They were killing people.
We're avalanche. He
was shooting shit. Like, okay, cool. This is fun. And then like mid like that, like, oh, by the way, hit X to pick up shit. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You shoot some more people. Like you jumped into that shit.
Yeah.
You didn't know why you jumped into it. Even Final Fantasy 15, they started at the end of the game where you're like fighting all these giant monsters and shit, and you're like bringing shit to spear. Who knows why, right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this is exciting.
From there to...
And then you're like, okay, now...
Car broken down.
Yeah, like, okay, now we're walking. Like, okay, not the boring shit, but like, hey, you need to jump in. Final Fantasy 14 was not like that. I created a character, and then he had me running around town and shit. It's like, okay, I'm over this shit.
I still play the game.
Yeah. I hear it's good. And I remember watching the cinematics for when they did Final Fantasy 14 Reborn.
Yeah.
They like destroyed the Earth. I was like, oh, this shit looks cool, but I could not. After all that experience, and then like the fetch quest, I was like, yeah, I'm over it. Not for me. It might be a great game. I just got over it. But speaking of gaming, coolest thing ever.
What's up?
Steam Console 2.0. Do you remember the Steam Machine from no, what was it? Was it called the Steam Machine? Steam
Machine sounds like some kind of like porn. Like
no. So Steam had released a Steam console.
There's a Steam Deck.
No.
Is it a set-top box?
Do you not remember this? The Steam. So a while back, Steam had released a Steam console. It looked more like a PlayStation PS2, but it was really wide.
Okay.
And they had those Steam controllers with the it like lacked thumbsticks. It had the little round, like almost like mouse kind of like.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
This was like a while back.
Yeah.
And it came out and it just, I don't even want to say it flopped. It just came out and it just disappeared.
Yeah.
Like no one talked about it. It was not a big hit. It just disappeared off.
There's no support of it. There's no support behind it, so they got rid of it.
Yeah, like it was just there. It came and then gone. A few years later, they kind of like released Steam OS.
Yeah. Which
is basically like you could click on something on your computer and like it become a Steam machine of sorts.
Yeah.
And that was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. And then a few years later, or probably like a decade later, Steam Deck, which is fucking fire. And what actually prompted me to buy a Steam Deck was the death of Stadia.
Yeah.
Because like I got back into casual gaming because like I have owned a PS and Nintendo, but you know, the amount of energy it takes to play those versus just like walking up to my computer, whipping out a controller, hit Stadia, and then playing, and then you know turn off.
Yeah.
Steam Deck replaced that for me. Like now I can just pick that shit up, play like a couple games like casually, and then put that shit down. Now we're at the stage of Steam Console. How do you feel about that? Like the Steam box, Steam cubes.
It just plays only Steam games, right? There's no other platform, no other integration. Like
so
Xbox has.
Yes and no. It is a so the way I heard it described is it is focused on Steam games and like they're putting a lot of hardware.
It's Windows OS on there, right?
Yeah, it is a computer on the back end, but on the front end is a Steam Deck at the end of the day. So I don't know if you noticed about Steam Deck. I could technically install an OS and I could technically do computer shit if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that shit. But if you wanted to, you could. The same thing with the Steam. What is it called? Is it called Steam Machine? I feel like it's called Steam Machine.
Okay, Steam Machine. Gotcha, okay.
But same thing, you can put a computer on there. It will work like a regular computer, so you don't have to buy a computer and a Steam frame. But at the end of the day, this is focused on playing games first. So they put all the hardware to make gaming better. So from what I understand, it's going to be like the Steam Deck times 6. So basically, they have like some probably dedicated graphics card.
Yeah.
Dedicated CPU that's really good for gaming and dedicated RAM. Probably 8 gigs to 16 gigs, whatever the base model comes with. How much do you think all that should cost to be competitive, considering that it is half console, it is half hardware? Steam Deck itself came out at $500, I want to say $600, and then if you include,
well, if you're looking at like the Steam / Xbox, the ROG Ally, that one, that's $1,000.
Fuck, that costs $1,000.
Yeah,
holy
$1,000.
shit.
So that is for like the highest storage compatibility. So $1,000. So that's a handheld. That's a Steam Deck Plus. So if you're looking at a Steam console with the with a Steam Deck 500 roughly, And is your Steam Deck the highest storage impact? Like,
I got a mid Steam Deck. I can't even.
You know how much the highest one was?
No, I don't.
Was it 1,000? Less than 1,000?
It was more. It was less than 1,000, but it was definitely like. It was somewhere like 500, or maybe it was like 3. It's like one of like those like 350, 499, 600 kind of things.
Okay.
The base one didn't even come with came like a dinky hard drive and like maybe no SD slot. The second one came with like a bigger hard drive, SD slot, some other thing, and the other one came with like the god tier of onboard storage. And I was like,
I'm looking at this as price wise as you're buying a PC that can do gaming, but really gaming more front before PC wise. So I'm gonna go 1,500, 1,600 maybe.
Fuck.
That's what I'm guessing. That's my guessing.
Because I'm thinking right now, if you want to stay competitive in the market of console gaming / PCs, you would have to release at a $700 price point. Anything.
But you're also playing only just your own games too, roughly, for the most part. Like you're playing only Steam games. Now, if they want to go ahead and do the extras and put OS on the Windows OS on there, okay, so be it. Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, if you want people to actually buy this, right?
Yeah.
Like, you want this to be like a selling thing. If it's more than $800, I don't think it's gonna sell at all. Like, I think even.
But the PC Master Race, right? Come on.
I mean, I get it, but I'm just thinking like where we're at right now in terms of what people want to buy, what people have how much they have to spend, plus tariffs and all that shit.
How much do you think the Steam machine is going to future-proof you for X amount of years to come?
So I think the Steam machine is not for PC Master Race people.
Okay.
Because those people were like, you were describing your like graphics card earlier, right?
Yeah.
What do you have anyway?
RTX Ti or 8. It was the newest one that came out like last year. It was the newest one that came out.
So is it 500 series or 5,000 series or 4,000?
Can't remember offhand.
Okay, well I have a 4070, right?
Yeah.
That shit cost me like $700.
9080 or 90 something. I think I know it's an RTX, and then fuck, I totally forgot offhand. Shit. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I have a 470. That shit cost me like $400 to $700. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But it was expensive, right?
Yeah.
Those people who PC Master Race people, they're gonna say PC. They're not fucking buying a Steam machine. They care about that shit. They care about that free sync 144 hertz screen.
Yeah.
Graphics card is up the ass and they overclock it. They don't give a fuck about the Steam machine. So it's not for them. So it's for people who play Steam on their computers, or like people who don't mind picking up a Steam Deck and playing it.
Okay.
So the casual that mix between like not PC Master Race but casual gamer, like but somewhere above that, right? So I think it's for them. So in terms of future proofing,
yeah,
I think the graphics are going to graphics and hardware are going to technically be behind wherever we're at right now in terms of graphics and hardware, like the low end and top end. It'll be technically like mid tier, but it'll last you like 2 or 3 years before you have to. 2 or 3, maybe 4 years before you have to technically buy another one, right? Because technically I have the Steam Deck right now. It works, but it is actually old, and there's even a new Steam Deck. But I can still play games for like the next probably 2 years before it's like struggling, right?
Yeah.
I think the Steam machine is going to be roughly the same. It's going to have like a graphics card that's equivalent to like a mid tier right now, and it'll be fine. You're probably going to get like 720p/1080p for like the next 7 years. You might be able to push some games to 4K at 60 frames per second, but I think that people who are buying the Steam machine don't care that much. I don't fucking care about that shit right now.
Do you think that it's going to have, they find a way to integrate like graphics wise? So you will use your graphics card on board to play the game, but say your graphics card is not as powerful as it should be, will it use AI and streaming to make up for the graphics that you're
streaming, but definitely AI. I think that's just a given.
I'm saying that, but like streaming, like so streaming a game is you're gonna do it.
I give sure like cloud gaming. Yeah, I think that's the case. Yeah,
you would use cloud gaming to make up whatever you're missing in the actual graphics card you have.
Yeah, actually, not funny you should mention that. I do think that's where Steam's heading to, because Steam is mostly like you download Steam, you install a game. I think they're gonna head to that Steam cloud.
Yeah.
Where it's like you don't even like now that they have the Steam machine,
Yeah.
You have X amount of space, and once you do that, like, well, I set out these games. Well, now they're gonna have Steam Cloud, where you have like Vampire Survivor. It probably doesn't take that much fucking hardware.
No, it's
to play, right?
A couple of gig or something.
Whereas like Cyberpunk 2020 is gonna be like, or 2077 is gonna be like, you have to install this shit and delete. You have to install this shit and delete all the other games that are on your hard drive.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you do that, where you like have to install a new game. It's like, oh, you don't have clearly enough space to all these other games.
I had to move games around. I had to find games on my Series X that could be played on an external hard drive because they're not Series X games, so they're not high def.
I did it on PlayStation. I wanted to download something. I was like, oh, well, I'd delete like Street Fighter 4 and some other games at the 2 gigs. It's like, oh, man, I got to delete all this shit now.
What's so soon, Dre?
I'm just saying.
I got you. No, I mean, like, we talked about this previously in the past, or in the week. I think that, or in theory, they should have hot swappable pieces of hardware in your device.
That's just leading to like piracy right there. But yeah, that'd be fucking great.
I mean, that has to be that way. Like, you have to have like proprietary, like Steam machine branded, RAM, graphics card, additions, whatever.
Yeah, that'd be fucking awesome. But yeah, so that came out, plus the controller, which looks like their old control. Actually, it looks like the Steam Deck controller. Without the OLED. Yeah, so you're like, oh, I just rebuilt that. It looks fine. But then they also came out with Steam VR, which is a strange one to me, because I guess to start off saying I love VR. I think VR is the fucking coolest shit on the planet. I technically have 3 VR headsets at home.
Meta, and what else?
No, I have two Metas, and then I have a HTC Vive. This is for production mostly, but I'm just saying I have VR heads. Like, I believe in VR enough to buy fucking 3 different headsets.
Yes.
I think it's strange, super strange, that Steam went that direction. Because first, they don't even have their own platform. They have basically they have VR games, but it's not like Steam makes VR games. It's like other companies make VR games and then put them on Steam.
Yeah.
So the fact that Steam came out with its own VR headset is really strange to me. One, I don't even think VR is like a good selling point to anyone. And this is coming from a guy who has 3 fucking VR headsets and is looking at this headset like, oh, I'm probably gonna buy that. And I'm just like, well, why would they release? So why do you? Actually, I'm just asking, why do you think they're releasing a Steam VR headset?
Staying competitive with what's out there right now. It has something that stands out. Like, we have a.
I think so. Like,
and just maybe in their mind, their device is superior for X, Y, and Z reasons. They have better battery, better, less wires hooked up to your device. It may have a built-in Wi-Fi just for that.
It is true where they have it. I'm not even sure if you need specifically the Steam machine or if it works on a PS a computer.
Okay. But
they do have this proprietary device where it's basically a super duper charged wireless USB that you're gonna plug in, and it's gonna take all the cables away. So they have set it up where the only cable from your headset goes to a battery, and everything else can be wireless, and it's designed so you can play technically from a computer.
But I'm saying that, I wonder if there's a dedicated USB, either a dongle to put in.
No, it is 100%. That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying, but is it so it doesn't interfere with the current Bluetooth, because these are the Bluetooth, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't interfere with Bluetooth, like controller or anything else. You have
supposedly, it's revolutionary, where it's basically a USB stick. In my name,
just for the USB.
But it communicates. It's this communication solely to the Steam VR to make latency between the device and your headset almost non-existent.
And you can't use it to other devices you have or anything. Just like
it's proprietary to Steam VR.
Mm-hmm.
And they said on top of that, you can still just play games. Like, you don't need to stream them from your PC to your VR. You can just put games on it. I mean, that's got to be obviously even the games that don't take as much processing power in general, but that is possible. This is all just mostly fluff talk and theory based on what some people who had limited access to the machines, and they gave them the specs and whatnot. But this is what I pieced together from all that. it sounds exciting. I just don't think Steam VR is gonna take off like they. I have 3 VR headsets.
Right for the holiday.
Yeah, think that shit is cool.
Yeah.
VR is not picking up like I would like it to, and I understand why. No one wants to be going around a fucking giant ass headset on it. It's awkward and strange and weird.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that weird, but I recognize that some people look at you like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I took a plane to Japan, and I brought my my Oculus to watch movies, and it's fucking great to watch movies. Like, you have 9-hour rides, so you can just watch TV shows and shit. So I think it's great. I think it's great for working out, meditation, and games. But it is so niche that I can't imagine. So my thing must be Steam VR VR must have been, in terms of what it takes to make a VR headset, has gone down so much that they're like, whatever, just add it on. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
Like, the investment's super low at this point.
Like Kinect.
Yeah, exactly. The investment in that is just low, so it's not like a big deal added on, because I just don't see Steam VR taking off. I hope it does at the end of the day, because I think VR would be great if we can. I would love to sit here and put on a VR headset, do the podcast, and have like an audience there that we could like react to, and we can like give me his high five. But that's a far dream. But yeah, interesting. So yeah, Steam console, Steam VR, Steam controller. Do you see yourself? Because you have more Steam games than I do.
So for the most part, when we get codes for reviews, they're all Steam. Because Steam's the easiest to give codes for. There's like these like random codes. It's consoles that get a little tricky, and you have to actually use limited ones. But for Steam games, I mean, I have a lot of them, but I don't play a lot of them. Like, I'll play for a review or whatever. Then once I'm done with them, I delete them. That's it. I really like it.
Because I have Steam, and I play. If you can see the screen right here, which no one can, but Taylor.
Yep.
It says Jackbox.
Yeah, but you have like game nights and everything, and we have Jackbox stuff. So you have like.
Yeah, and I'm just saying I don't actually need a Steam console for that, but I may get a Steam VR. I don't know. We'll see. I honestly don't think I'm gonna be picking one up. I think my Steam Deck does well enough. And again, I'm not caring about the graphics. It's a 1280p on my 4K monitor. It looks fine to me.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of excited to see like them jump in. I don't know. I just for some reason have a lot of faith in Steam for some strange reason, and like they're doing. I won't say right, but they're doing good by gamers.
Yeah, I mean that's what they are. Like that's what Steam is. It's all games for the most part.
Yeah.
With a niche of games from wherever, but like it is games. Like they have to take the games. They have to keep their audience happy. They have to give them reasons to stick around, not to go to the consoles. I mean, but Xbox has come out and said, give them support. Like, oh yeah, we support. We're happy for blah. Okay, well,
I call that fake support. What are they gonna say? Fuck y'all.
I'm saying
you can't be able to like fuck you and your system.
Because you'd also asked me in earlier this week about wars. Like, who is this going to attack or going to war with? Who's going to try to outbid or whatever do them?
Well, here's actually on that bit. I do think Steam jumping into the quote-unquote console wars does democratize it enough where
I don't think a console war has happened in since the 90s.
I do agree with that, but I also disagree with that. I do think there's not a console war like there was in the 90s where like PlayStation killed Sega's and all that shit, right? But however, you have like right now there is so much content. Like if we weren't doing this, I could be playing my Steam Deck. I can open up my phone and play games. I can open up my PlayStation app and play games. Like, so there's a war going on. Like, who is going to get my attention right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in that attention, we're in the attention economy, or it's like that's will eventually turn into dollar dues, right? If I'm watching YouTube, YouTube is getting my YouTube Premium subscription and or the ad money for revenue, right?
Okay.
If I'm not doing that, I'm playing Steam Deck. I'm buying Steam games. They're getting my money, right? If I'm opening PlayStation apps, I'm playing PlayStation games, so they're getting my money. If I'm watching Netflix, I have my Netflix subscription, so they're getting my money. So there's a war in it that there's money. Like I'm worth some money, and everyone's vying for that money.
Okay.
So when I say console wars, I don't think Nintendo is trying to kill Microsoft or Sony's out there trying to like, okay, we're going to destroy fucking Xbox with this. However, I do think that we're trying to get these people to come over here and spend money. It's like competing casinos at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
Like, were they like, who are we gonna get up? There's like a bunch of people on the street. Come to my casino and spend all your money. Don't go to Xbox casino and spend all your money. So when I say console wars, that's what I mean nowadays. Like they're all vying for our attention. Everything, fucking internet, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Netflix. They're trying to get you to come in and spend time there for whatever, however they have their ad revenue, whether it's ad dollars through fucking those little promo ads on the page, or they're having you buy games or having you tick like for whatever fucking reason. They're trying to all get you. So console wars, when I say Steam jumping in, to me that's democratizing the console wars even more, where it's like now I don't have to fucking make a fucking Xbox or PlayStation version of my game. I can just make that shit for Steam. Steam works on a PC and the Steam frame and the Steam Deck and Steam VR, allegedly. So now I can just make one game. Cause I imagine as a developer, because like I even think developing is like becoming like more democratized too. Where like the big gaming systems, like it's costing too much to make a fucking Overwatch, but you have a smaller team making a smaller game, and they don't have to make 4 different versions of the same game.
Yeah,
they can just make the one. And now on the Xbox, like, well, we're making a game for us. Like, that costs extra money, and plus people are buying a Steam frame or Steam machine, so I don't have to do all that.
Interesting.
Yeah. Speaking of gaming, what does EA, SNK, Niantic, Pokemon Go, Monopoly Go, have in common?
I'm gonna assume it's.
Yeah, you're right. I know. I've mentioned it earlier this week.
No, I would say the new things coming out or new things, but what's up?
No, they are all owned by Saudis.
Oh.
The Saudi government has been buying up games.
I know EA had got flagged from doing that.
EA was the latest. I can't.
Donald Trump's son-in-law taking care of that.
Donald Trump. Oh God, I can't stand that dude. Anyway, fucking Evo. Owned by basically the Saudis, or they have like a huge controlling stake.
Yeah.
EA was recently just bought out by the Saudis, like a controlling stake.
Yeah.
I did not realize SNK had a 96% stake, Saudis. And like I said, Niantic, which is actually Scopely, who owns Pokemon Go, and I forget the other games they own. But the Saudis, should we be, what do you think of, like, is that something to be worried about? Or is it just like no big deal? Like it's just money at the end of the day. No one fucking cares. What do you think?
It hasn't affected me playing Battlefield. I know the story was probably finished before the deal was inked.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if they had any influence or they can't do any shit with the story because it was already done. But I mean, I don't think it really. It doesn't really matter who owns the company. I mean, somebody has to own the company. You don't know who.
So I kind of agree with that, but have you seen the new SNK game?
I have not.
Mark of the Wolves?
No.
Okay, so in that game they have a DJ character. I forget the DJ's name. And then and then like Ronaldo is also in the game, right?
Oh, it's
the soccer player.
Okay, yeah.
He's also in the game. Rumor has it is the Saudis are really fond of that DJ, and they like give him a lot of gigs. So like, hey, put him in the game. We need some promotion.
Come on. We had people from WWE and Call of Duty, James on the Bob and Ninja Turtles. We had Snoop Dogg in whatever in Call of Duty. Like
Snoop Dogg in Call of Duty.
He was a voiceover for a while. Then I'm pretty sure he became a player, but he was a voiceover.
That's
in
interesting.
matches.
I did not know that.
Yeah, George, Romero, and a couple of people as well make cameos when the zombie situation happened. But I mean, having celebrities in your game is nothing new. Just like you'll have a different set of you'll have a different set of celebrity because it's now like the controlling stock of the company is from this area, and this area they like these people.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, at what point is this like?
But also, what happens when the deal comes in? When we'll put this DJ in here, but also the DJ will allow us to stream his music or whatever in the game. at zero to no cost to us. Like we get free music royalties or music,
and
whatever.
That's a cool concept too. But my thought is like, I mean, it starts off small, right? Hey, add this DJ to the game, whatever. It's like a joke character, but now you have to add this DJ to the game. Otherwise, our parent companies are gonna be happy. You can't be like, hey, can you add this DJ to the game? No.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a firing meeting. It looks like we're in today, and it's like, so now you're doing work that
restructure.
Like you don't want to do, and it kind of like, I would say like if you had a creative vision, to me, it would water it down, right?
Okay.
And like how many shooting games where the Middle East is like the enemies, right? Yeah. Well, now you're gonna have all these shooting games like, oh, suddenly all these shooting games are taking place in Korea.
I mean, I don't know, and nothing has been said yet as far as story-wise or what influence they have on that part.
Yeah. And then to me, it's a bad sign in general because I was never a huge fan of was it Activision, Blizzard, and being bought out by Microsoft, because now you have like this overarching company. Whenever big companies get bought out like that, like 33% of the staff gets fucking fired and laid off. And like, I just think the creative vision gets very narrow at that point.
Okay.
And like, specifically gaming, it starts to like, oh, how do we super duper monetize this thing? And then suddenly the new game you have come out, all skins cost $5. They all have battle passes. And it's less about this fun game I used to play in Venture, where it feels like it's just a way to suck all the money out of me.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, you turn on a game, oh yeah, it costs money. Oh, you want this campaign? Oh, that costs money. Oh, you want part 2 of that campaign? It's gonna cost you more money. Oh, you want that extra gun? That's gonna cost you more money.
Yeah, that's what they do, like the skins and so forth, tracer packs, they have different characters. They had a whole Terrifier tracer pack you got the clown for a while. But I mean, like, I don't see again. Yes, you start seeing influences from the Middle East. I mean, you have those characters in your game, but what's taken away from the game? What's taken away from the game? You don't have to. You're not forced to pick those people if you want to play them. You're still gonna have other characters that you know of that you would have played anyway. It's happened to be okay. Well, this person likes this something, so they want to add it to their. On the base level, nothing's changed. And we should get really mad or upset about that. Okay. I mean, if you think that the money is going directly to them, and that company, and here whatever thoughts you have on that company and on those people who have a majority stakeholders now on it, then don't buy it. Then I mean, it's always vote with your wallet. Yeah, you can bitch and moan all you want and say it's un-American or whatever the hell you want to say. What your argument is or whatever, go ahead. But the fact is, vote with your wallet. They have shareholders, I assume, that can vote people out and so forth, and be like, you know what? Ever since this happened, not a big fan. Not liking it at all.
Okay, and then it takes me to my next thing about what they call like ethical consumption, right? As I get older, like when I was a kid, none of that shit matters. You just buy shit. But now as I get older, like I don't shop at like Chick-fil-A anymore.
Chick-fil-A,
or is it Chick-fil-A? Whatever. I don't go there anymore. Raising Cane's. It's like a lot of places I just don't go to. Like who people say that's like I'm
is that petty?
I'm woke, or I'm petty or some shit like that. But I'm like, and like you said, if you vote with your dollar, and I feel like me doing that is a way of me voting with your dollar, with my dollar. So, and then the Saudi government, and I don't want to shit on any specific culture or people, but Saudi government is not the cleanest of governments, especially. Do you remember that journalist that came up missing?
he got taken care of.
Hey, he allegedly taken care of. He could still be in that airport for all we fucking know, right?
Yeah. Allegedly.
Allegedly, right? Because he's not been seen for quite a while. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was allegedly all brought on by the Saudi government. And them not wanting him saying some things they didn't like, right?
Yeah.
And then that's just a tip of the iceberg when it comes to like some shit that fucked up that the company does. And you could argue, right? Well, America's not as clean, or Japan, blah blah blah. Uh-huh. But this is like that specific group that is known for those atrocious acts, allegedly. Yeah. Now controls gaming, so it's like.
It's not. every Saudi.
Like, that's what I said. Like, I would hate to say
subsect. Every community has bad apples in it.
But I'm saying, like, is it okay? Well, let me ask you: does that matter to you? Like that?
No, it doesn't. I mean, no, it doesn't. I mean, for the most part, again, I haven't played. I once I beat the game, I didn't play multiplayer at all. It's very honest, and I just haven't played it. Not that I'm going to, but I haven't played it yet. Yeah, see, I don't think I've seen any influence from them.
Because I'm on the flip side. Like, I can't support a game that I feel is influenced by a certain group of people that, to me, just does stuff that's just fucked up. And again, I can't say that all Saudis are bad, and I can't even say the people that are part of this investment deal even have anything to do with it. But to me, it's like almost like whitewashing this group of people. It'd be like if like the government of fucking Russia started like selling, I don't know, toys or some shit, right? Well, Russia's involved in a war with Ukraine. I would feel like, I can't really support that because, Russia's kind of like doing some fucked up shit. And you're like, oh, not all Russians. And I agree, not all Russians. But at the same time, me just like saying like, okay, well, it's not all Russians, feels like me kind of like minimizing the struggles that these people are going through. And like, it's just a really extreme example. I'm just saying, like, that's how I kind of feel about it. So I kind of feel like that way where again, this comes back to ethical consumption. Like, there's certain things that I cannot do, or like just in the back of my head, like me doing this thing supports this other big thing that at the end of the day doesn't bother or doesn't even like affect me, but it kind of feels like by giving them money, I'm essentially giving them a pass to this thing. I don't know. I wish I had written down this and so I can put this more eloquently, but at the end of the day, like, I haven't bought EA games for a while, but I'm probably just like kind of cutting it off. Yeah. Cold turkey. At the end of the day, it's like, okay, I just don't know. Like, because like the recent Gaming World Cup was in, or
Gaming World Cup?
The Esports World Cup.
Yeah.
Recently was actually in like, I don't know where, but it was like in the Middle East somewhere.
Riyadh?
Yeah. In the Middle East somewhere, and they just recently built a Six Flags in the Middle East. Did you know that?
Yeah, no.
And then like I forget what else recently happened. Oh, they had that giant comedy festival in the Middle East somewhere.
Yeah, we had comedy festival.
Yeah, and it's just like
went to, and nobody liked that they went to.
Yeah, and it's like I get that at one end they're just trying to bring tourism to their country and like, yay, come here, we're not all that bad. But at the same time, it is really like whitewashing what they're known for. And so I don't know. It's really hard to say like this is wrong, this is bad. At the same time, it's like by letting it slide, I'm kind of like giving a pass to it.
I gotcha.
Like, I don't know. I don't plan on doing tourism in Russia anytime soon. And Russia might be a great place. It's just like their government's kind of on a fucked up side of shit right now. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm not with that. I'm not with that.
I gotcha.
Like, I would never, like, if North Korea start releasing games, which they actually have, I forget what that game it was, I just wouldn't buy it. It's like, okay, North Korea doesn't seem like the most country I want to give my support to, so I'm gonna have to pass on that one.
No worries, Dre.
I'm just one man, though.
Okay.
At the end of the day,
no
yeah. No, but it's interesting. Other companies I realized, and on doing my quote-unquote research for this, they actually have a 5% stake also in Nintendo, Take-Two, Blizzard, and Capcom. And this goes back to my other.
I'm sure the company money, like,
yeah. I mean, I think this is just like investment. Oil's not gonna last forever, right? So they gotta get money somewhere. Where gaming is probably like gonna be like the next. Well, gaming is a big thing right now, but it's like probably gonna be like legit the next bigger thing. I'm surprising not more channels on cable aren't dedicated to just fucking games. But I just think I think it's bad when one company, and this is like aside from the ethical consumption thing, where one company starts taking over all this stuff. Mm-hmm. Like Beats by Dre, right? Dr. Dre releases his headphones, they get popular. Apple buys them out, like, oh yeah, we want to buy a stake in your thing, or we want to control anything.
Kill it?
Yeah. And now Beats by Dre are like a thing still, but they're kind of like a small thing, right?
Yeah.
And like Apple was like, hey, check out these Super Max headphones for $500. oh, yeah, these beats over here. Like we also sell beats, by the way,
Yeah. Just by chance, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you have a company that's like, hey, we don't like this game, kill it. Oh yeah, we want you to release these kind of games. Like, start releasing poker games. Like, what about these RPGs? Yeah, we don't like those. They don't.
Rockstar made a ping pong game, so you don't know.
They don't make these games like it'll. To me, it's gonna start like, okay, we have shareholders, we have people that want to make money. All these games that don't make money hand over fist, like Final Fantasy VIII, they cost too much. Okay. Don't make those games. Instead, make these games where you can just loot box the shit out of them, Game Pass the shit out of them, and it's gonna slowly become. Gaming is gonna be slowly just like looking up your IV, or like a IV, like, yeah, and sucking the blood out of you slowly but surely. All games gonna be like leeches. That's the other part I have with one company just buying up so much stakes, where it's like artistic vision won't even be a thing in the future when it comes to gaming. It's just gonna be like, gaming will eventually come to
who can buy out of the bluff.
Yeah, gaming will eventually become a TikTok version of itself, I feel like.
Yeah. Interesting thoughts, sir. Interesting thought and all that. Steam Machine and.
Well, that's why I think Steam Machine is helping. It helps democratize that. So instead of one company owning everything, it kind of slowly, like, everyone is able to get to. So it's a competing war. So I'm with Steam. You got my dollars until you start, until the Saudis buy you out too. Which at the end of the day, it's all about money. Money makes the world go round. What can I? Can't fight that at the end of the day.
Yep. Okay. Well, hey, that was a very riveting, nerdy, and gamey talk, like we always talk about here. Thanks for listening, or for watching if you're on YouTube watching us. Don't forget to check out our
video. YouTube, what the fuck?
Yeah, don't forget to check out our videos.
My nose and shit.
always picking the nose. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, with Wednesday being our podcast Gameoration. This is right here. As we're listening to or watching, like I said. Monday and Friday we have gameplay. It goes up in games so far that we play. Actually, not so much gameplay, but games. We also have like games that I create just for Dre just to talk to. Just Dre know just for some fun. And we have I think I made one up, so that should be out soon. We're getting towards Thanksgiving, so that means Black Friday and holidays. So make sure you making a list, checking it twice, and make sure that you let everybody know what you want for Christmas. If you want a Steam Machine. If you want Battlefield,
that's not coming out till next year.
I'm saying that we still pre-order. I'm sure there's a place to pre-order something. Or if you want a ROG Ally, Xbox Ally for $1,000, go right ahead to that as well.
Damn,
available for you.
Everything is so expensive right now.
Welcome to today.
I remember when I bought my PS3, thinking, God damn, this is expensive. I would never buy something more expensive than this.
My girlfriend bought me a PS2. A girlfriend who didn't have a job. She was.
Oh,
I guess she missed it.
She really cared about
something. You. Yeah, I remember we were at dinner.
So if you guys don't know, Taylor just gets hoes. Taylor just gets bitches. Like you buy. A girl has never bought me something that was that expensive my entire life.
Yeah, she got me a PS2. Remember that? And the first game I bought was Final Fantasy X. That's the first game I bought.
You just get bitches. What is your secret to getting bitches? Let me just say.
Bitch secret?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have any secret at all. It's the no game, Dre.
It's that vitamin D.
That's right.
Taylor has that vitamin D apparently.
Yeah, just swinging vitamin D dispenser. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm asking of me. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good present I got. But help me out. And on that note, thanks for watching, listening, and subscribe, like, say hello in the comments below. And let us know what you think about everything that Dre has spoken about concerning EA, Evo, all that good stuff, and about the Steam Machine itself. Are you gonna pick one up? Is it a big box, small box? Let us know your takes on it. On that note, we shall see you guys later.
Peace.